The developers of the Fromyfarm app want to thank you for taking the time to watch this short video. There is a saying, if you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. If you teach a man to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. This saying embodies the basic belief that, given the opportunity to be self-sufficient, everyone will do so within their families and communities. The real problem for millions of farmers in Africa gives us this perspective. Give a farmer a stall in a local marketplace and he will produce enough to keep the stall full, even though he could produce more, but teach a farmer how to reach the world as his stall and he will maximize his farm production capacity. However, the reality and unfortunate facts about farming in Africa are: 1. The UN Food and Agricultural Organization states that Africa has sufficient arable farming land to feed the whole world. But in reality, it is a significant dependent food importer with many starving peoples. 2. Uganda alone can feed 200 million people, but is also a significant food importer. 3. 80% of Uganda's land is arable, but only 35% is being cultivated with very poor productivity techniques and tools, the example, with a majority still using hoes. 4. While most farmers are literate, with at least 7 years of primary school education, however, over 80% have had no formal training in agricultural techniques necessary for efficient use of their land to maximize their productivity while protecting their environment. So, land degradation is common but could be easily reversed. 5. Most farmers currently have no choice but to sell at very low prices to middlemen who make large profits in larger markets. 6. Most farmers can afford the low-cost Chinese and Indian-made smartphones but cannot afford to be online continuously for web-based e-commerce. To give you some perspective on the size of the market being looked at, here are the facts. 1. Number of farmers in Uganda is 7.4 million. The countries that can immediately use the app, with inclusion of their local currencies, include Kenya and Tanzania, giving a combined total of 22.7 million farmers. 2. A farm produce market population of Uganda is 47 million. In addition, the countries Uganda currently sells farm produce to include Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi, South Sudan, and Democratic Republic of Congo. The combined population is 300 million. 3. The percentage of the population in Uganda with smartphones is 57%. Internet users is 29% of the population, which shows there is still a significant number not on the internet. However, for those with internet connections, broadband connection dominates with 71%. Share of all web traffic is mainly by mobile phones with 63.7%. Share of all phones, Android phones dominate with 83.2%, Apple is 6.9%. 4. A survey of farmers in 5 districts across Uganda produced these important results based on the questionnaires. A. How households know buyers for each sold crop. The results showed 60+% said that buyers came to them, 30+% was by word of mouth, and 9+% was referral by someone. B. Whether the farmer was aware of quality differentiated pricing by buyers. Only 25.7% were aware that the buyers were offering different prices between farmers based on the quality of their crop. These data clearly show that there is a significant market in the majority of farming communities whose basic farming needs are not being met by existing approaches, leading to poor farming techniques, low production, and overall very low incentive to maximize their productive capacity. The Fromyfarm app will deliver a number of very significant and novel innovative in-phone app solutions that are expected to bring millions of typical small-scale farmers into the online world of e-commerce. It is anticipated to substantially boost their profitability, vastly expanding their markets globally and enabling a game-changer in food production volumes with significant productivity efficiency gains.
These are some of the key features of the innovation. 1. It is an in-phone app, agricultural commodities exchange that brings into a single online marketplace both farmers and buyers similar to a stock exchange. 2. Most importantly, it is an innovative online auction system where the farmers get to select and accept their preferred buyers' offer prices from a list of 5 top buyer offers for each produce listed. It will give farmers the most profitable prices available in the open market. Farmers become price makers instead of price takers, which is currently what they are stuck with when dealing with middlemen buyers. 3. Another innovation is the monthly Internet Data Incentive Program. The single greatest roadblock for small-scale farmers entering e-commerce is the need to be continuously online, which is prohibitively expensive. The innovative funding solutions to remove this roadblock are: A. For farmers with paid annual registration and who have uploaded a minimum of 1 produce item for sale in the app, they will automatically get 1.5 gigabytes of data for internet access for the first 2 months. This will refund their initial internet costs and they upload or download content for the app in the initial adoption and learning period. Farmers are expected to be self-funding once they have made their sales over the 2 months of internet access support. B. The funding will be by using a portion of all revenue generated from fees charged to farmers, buyers, and sellers for using the Fromyfarm app to sustainably fund the 1.5 gigabytes internet data assistance to farmers. 4. The Fromyfarm app can even be used when offline, enabling farmers to monitor and update the in-phone app database without incurring internet access costs. At their convenience, farmers can go online and the app will automatically synchronize and update the in-phone app database. This is a very significant internet access cost savings for farmers and should be a powerful incentive to use the app. 5. Is the geolocation of farmers with preferred produce. Buyers can use a search filter to locate specific farm produce and quantities by district and in the whole country. This is a very efficient time-saving sourcing approach for buyers, while also being very effective advertising for all farmers. 6. SMS text messaging while offline. This provides any real-time instructions that require either the farmers, buyers, or suppliers' action online, so that when a farmer accepts the buyer's offer, the buyer gets an SMS alert for them to respond to the farmer. The app also sends an SMS alert to farmers whenever new produce, new farming accessories, or new services are listed in the app. 7. Information services, such as geolocation, local weather forecasts for farmers to enable future planting and harvest planning. 8. Demand and supply cumulative data. Buyers can indicate in the app their future demand for farm produce in next 6 to 12 months. Also, the data collected from the buying decisions will generate infographics that shows farmers the changing demand for any selected farm produce. Farmers can use the data to decide which produce to plant or bring to market in the next season. The data analytics can be presented in a variety of formats that can be used for more sophisticated analytics by large-scale buyers, farmers, and even government and research institutions. 9. Educational support services. This includes videos and podcasts that farmers, buyers, and suppliers can access both offline and online through the app. This series of subject-specific short videos are designed to educate, for example, farmers in pre-planting land preparation, various crop planting techniques, pesticides and their application, quality management, as well as government sources of support, etc. 10. Agricultural input suppliers. To facilitate easy access, the app also provides supplier-based shop fronts for equipment, seeds, fertilizers, transportation services, and agricultural advice. 11. The community forum or social media. This facility enables farmers, buyers, and suppliers to raise questions, provide solutions, and exchange ideas for free. It will also include a growing list of frequently asked questions with associated answers provided by the community as well as by experts.
Current development status. The Fromyfarm app is currently at an advanced stage of development with cycles of development, testing, and internal release. The plan is to release a beta version of Fromyfarm app in November 2023 to users in the East African community of farmers, buyers, and suppliers for a period of 1 month. It will provide the real-world feedback to the developers, enabling fine-tuning and updates to features recommended by these users. If all goes to plan, the official global release version 1.0, including national currencies and digital currency options, will be in December-January 2023. The developers of Fromyfarm app want to thank you again for taking the time to watch this video. They hope you will support this very important, revolutionary, and innovative technology to enrich developing countries' smallholder farmers by substantially increasing their incomes, as well as incentivizing them to vastly expand production through participation in the global e-commerce in a safe and yet very efficient manner.